here we see. I promised this some time ago. The comparison or review between those two beauties. Miles Davis kind of blue, the MoFi on 2 records, 45 rounds per minute, and the UHQR from Analog Productions. I don't know if you want to hear the long or the short version. However, there's not really a long version because I'm not really that good in reviews and explaining everything. To make things short, I prefer that one. That's why. First of all, both sound very good. Interesting side note. This is the second one I got. The first one I had to send back because there were 2 main mistakes on the track. To me, it was some kind of it sounds like a digital distortion. So I cleaned everything. I tried it on several turntables and it was always the same. So it was really a mistake on the record. And don't know how to explain it properly. It was not a typical pop or tick or whatever. It was really like, don't know if you know that, if you, in the early days when you were digitizing CDs, copy them, convert them to MP3s, and sometimes there were mistakes or something went wrong, and it was exactly that noise. So I have no clue what it really was. It's just, it sounded like that. Got the second one. This is without mistakes. So why I like the UHQR more is, to me, it sounds more natural. The MoFi is, to me, somehow everything is too much. It's exaggerated. So they gave everything a nuance too much to my taste. The UHQR sounds exactly like I'm in the room, I'm listening. And yeah, that's why I prefer that one. So of course it's insane to have both copies. Of course it's insane to pay that much for a record, but our hobby, or however you call it, is insane. So that's why I have both. I will keep both. I have other copies. I have very cheap one. I have this music on vinyl version, which is quite nice. However, I will keep them all, but UHQR is my favorite. Besides that, I'm really proud and happy, and most probably, if you watch my videos, you maybe saw my last shorts, and I'm sitting right between my latest acquisition. Those are Wharfdale Lintons. I was thinking for quite some time about new speakers. I wrote it in the other video. I thought about the Buchards, the S400 MK2. I thought about the Q Acoustics, the Concept 300. Both are, I think the Buchards are $2,000 and the Q Acoustics are even more. And I also thought about the Sue Audio, the latest small one. It's also 3 letter word DVX. Don't know exactly. Thought also about that one. Ended with the Lintons. Why is that? I read about them, and honestly speaking, I simply got an amazing deal. We have here in Switzerland something similar like eBay, which is specific for Switzerland. It's called Ricardo, and there was someone offering those two more or less brand new. They are 6 months old. They have still the warranty from the dealer. I have the original receipt, and I paid with the stands half of the price, more or less. I think new they are between 14.50 and 15 with stands, and I paid $7.99, which is compared to my other thought options cheap, let's say. Why did I upgrade? Well, I'm somehow, you know, I'm a vintage hi-fi guy, and at least they have the vintage look. But I wanted to know how a new speaker really sound like in my quite small room. And to make a long story short, they sound fantastic. It took me roughly 1 day to really understand how to place them. They're a little bit toned in, and it's really the first time that I get this three-dimensional hearing, that I understand what a soundstage is, that I have this impression I can localize instruments in an imaginary room, and this is fantastic. So I'm really glad I have them, and yeah, at the moment I think those are keepers, and yeah, as I said, really glad I'm hearing everything new and every record new, and this is a fun ride. So folks, that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed this video. See you soon. Cheers.